Howdy folks, welcome back to Silverrun Forest. I haven't actually been over at the farmhouse that much. I thought I'd start over here. I do have some bees, and they make a little bit of honey. Just sitting over here chilling. I've sold maybe a couple pallets worth. It's not much, it's just something fun to do. But anyway, today we're gonna go load some logs. Hey, who would have guessed? So I'm gonna leave that trailer here. And we're just gonna buzz over to the work site in the old side-by-side. That's what we call these things around these parts, or UTV. Depending on what part of the country you're from, they probably have a lot of different names. Let's crank it up to about 30. Yeah, we'll just take a little drive. It's been a while since I've been over this part of the map, at least on the videos. Beautiful June day. Haven't touched any of these trees over here. Still got some stuff around the homestead we could cut. But today we're loading up the last of the bit here around the lake. I've got it all cut down. And you can tell by my bank balance, I've been spending some money again. I got a shed put down there to store wood chips. As I've got quite a few wood chips. And it's going to be nice to store it. And we'll just wait for a good price, because the price can almost double on the wood chips. So there's the harvester. Its work is pretty much done over here. Still a lot of cleanup to do, but what we got over here in the trees. Let's wind our way through the bushes. We got a new toy that I'm going to try out. This is part of the Platinum DLC. It's kind of a high loader. Designed for loading trailers quickly. So it's a lot like our L180 high lift. That's what it's called. Similar chassis, just different front end attachment. Let's get this beast fired up. Now it's a little tricky with the mouse controls. I did like one test load just to make sure it would actually work before I recorded a video. And it does work pretty well. It takes a little getting used to, though. Are there any extra controls? No. Okay. I didn't know if we could lower anything on the front. It's got the little, not really a blade, but it lets you kind of push some logs around a little bit, which is nice. So I'm going to bunch these up. This thing is really powerful. And then I have to remember, how do we... Okay, so that goes that way. That tilts, okay. I gotta get used to the controls. They're very different from like most front loaders and things. Alright, so that goes forward and back. That does apparently nothing. That goes up and down. Alright, so let's go down into this pile, and then I think it's... Yeah, here we go. This way to close. And you can really get a lot of logs in this thing. Alright, so that's closed, and then we can raise up. There we go. And then we got almost a trailer load there. Up a little higher. So then we just walk up to the truck here and hopefully dump it right in. We'll see how it goes. Alright, gonna sway around, and then we go way up in the air. It can go quite high, hence the name high lift. It's out a little bit. There we go. And we can rotate this around a little bit. Okay, and I think we need to shift that towards the front just a bit, so we scooch over, and then we can twist that again to get kind of lined up, and then we come down. And then, how do I open this? There we go. And open it slowly, let them fall in there. And I did a lot better job on my test run, of course, when I wasn't recording. Yeah, that's pretty terrible. They all just kind of fell in there when I did a test run. We'll have to hop up here and see if I can get up on here. Get the PV out. Come on. Get up there. There we go. Shove that guy down in there. There we go. It's kind of holding up the whole works a little bit. Just kind of manipulate these around somewhat. Get him to roll. Uh-oh. Fell off. You're causing a problem too, huh? Alright, we'll do a little bit of manual adjustment here. That might upset some people, but that's okay. You gotta work with what you got, and the log physics are pretty terrible. Alrighty. I do enjoy manual loading, but man, it's a struggle sometimes. And of course, I'm brand new at this machine, so I'm pretty terrible. Pretty terrible myself. All right, let's back that up a little bit. I mean, that's not terrible. I think that's something we can work with. So you can see, if you do it right, you can pretty much load this thing in one go. Of course, I didn't do it quite right. Let's get backed around into position. And again, we've got these little skid plates on the front here. They're just off the ground that kind of let you kind of sort of bunch up the load sometimes. It's not going to work out. Okay, so that goes that far forward. Wow. Managed to not get any logs at all. It's not doing much for me. Let's try getting a grab over here. So I might need the tractor or something in conjunction with this to get the piles built. All right, let's come back up this way. Down. Not do that direction. Slowly close up. And then lift. Oh boy. Well, we have a load. You can get it right up there in the air. No problem. Can we get it in the trailer though? That's going to be the trick. This thing is pretty beefy, but I don't think it would take too much to tip it over when you're this high. Rotate that around a little bit. Bring that forward. Yeah, beautiful. Just beautiful. So yeah, it's going to take some practice. I can't... The first load I did off camera, perfect. The secret is to not record yourself trying to do this. I think that's the secret. Ta-da! Yeah. That was beautiful. Alright, can we get some of these back? There you go. I don't know why you wouldn't just fall down. No, stay in there. No, don't fall out. Come on, there's people watching. You're supposed to cooperate, log. Oh boy. Well, there might not be anybody watching at this point. Those pulled out. Come on, log. You're better than this. Actually, I need to cut you off. You're a little goofy there. Come on, log. There you go. Good job. Alright, these little guys. Not worth much, but we'll get them up on there. Don't need super strength to pick those up, but I can pick them up from further away, which aids in hoisting them up there. There we go. Alright. Should we get another little... Let's try to get another little snootful. Get up on there. No, it's not having it. Alright, so if we come down... Look at that big log. As part of this. Oh, I'm not in the middle at all, am I? That's part of my problem. The other part of my problem is I'm not controlling this very well. Okay, now I'm kind of in the middle. Got some more logs. Alright, let's see if we can get this on the back trailer. And if it's too full, we'll throw some off. We get bent around here. I like how those little teeth come down. Helps stabilize the load. Wonder if those are on the prototype or if it's just something they put in game. Hey, look at that. Let's see if we can get these on the front trailer. And we'll have a load. So I think you can see with some practice, you could be quite efficient at loading trailers with this. But I am definitely a noob. And this thing was expensive too. But I think it could probably pay for itself. So I mean, yeah, that's not perfect, but that's a pretty good load. Throw some straps on there. And where should we head? If I pull this up on screen, I don't know if you can read this very well on YouTube. It does show up pretty well for me. At the paper factory, we've got 85% wood, so it's doing fine. The wood turner has 86% wood, so it doesn't really need any wood. So I think we can probably just take this. Take this up to the old sawmill. It says it has 89%. I don't know if that counts the pond or not. I don't want to run out of wood up there, but I don't think we're in any danger of that. So I think I shall just go sell this. And we'll recoup some of the cost of that giant loader, which was $380. How much was that? Forestry machines. I left $381. It's not cheap. And I think I changed a flasher or something. Added a little bit onto that. Basically 380 grand, so nothing to sneeze at, but we've got plenty to play with. We're not in any danger of running out of money. And I think I left traffic off again. I like the ambiance if I'm just out doing stuff, but if I'm trying to drive on the roads, the traffic's kind of more trouble than it's worth. Especially when you're trying to turn in somewhere with a big trailer and they stop beside you. You're like, let's block the player. That's great AI behavior. But AI has never been Giant's strong suit. They do make some fun games. And I know you can make good AI because look at course play and auto drive. All that stuff. The vanilla farm sim AI can't even drive a harvester to a field, in my experience. Just weaves all over the place. I think I mentioned in the last video I sold that pull trailer. It would tilt up in the air. I couldn't do anything with it. Strangely enough, when I bought it, at the shop, it was fine. It was only after I detached it the first time it went kind of nuts. So I guess if I need a pull trailer again, I'll just buy one. They're like 18 grand. They're really cheap. I can just buy it, use it, and then sell it again. So we got a decent load here. I'm thinking maybe 39 grand. 34, okay. We had some pine in there, so. Oh, I think I had several dead trees, too. That really cuts into the profit. Alright, what have we got for contracts? I haven't done a contract in forever. We need to go get some logs up on 14. I'll go ahead and grab this one too. So where is 14? Let's go do a log contract real quick. I've been doing English is hard. I've been doing those off camera. Wait, which is which? 14 is over here. Okay. So we need to go down the main road, up this road, and then to this. Okay, I know where that's at. It's up by the iron mine. I've been doing these off camera a lot. Let's head up there. Get loaded up, and we'll just do one of those for fun. Get a little extra cash. And I have been using the autoload trailer. I did a lot of those with the gooseneck trailer and the skid steer. Once I got to this guy, I've just been using autoload. Look at that, they got some, is that canola? Yellow? Fields coming in. Speaking of fields, were there any farming contracts? No, I think every once in a while I'll see like a fertilizer one pop up. I haven't really seen much else in the farming. Which I guess is fine. Been concentrating on logging this time around. Tell you what, since I'm driving, let's go ahead and turn traffic back on. Just to get some ambience for our drive up there. So I'm going to drive up to field 14. It's not going to be terribly exciting. So I shall meet you up there. I just turned the recording off and the train caught up with us. We got ourselves a race. I've only got like 52, I think, on the top end. Oh, we're beating it, but I got to turn off soon. Yeah, I got to turn off here. All right. Good luck, train. All over the road here. This corner is a lot of fun when you're loaded with logs. We're just about here. Just got to go across this bridge down here to the right. And then up in the hills. See, again, they just stop beside you, which is completely pointless. And often blocks your way. Alright, turn signal off. Now I think I will go this direction. I think it's a little less steep. It gets really steep up in here. It's a pretty good F12 right there. Get the whole trailer in the shot. There we go. Alright, we're going to cut through the grass. Don't tell anybody. Yeah, we should have a pile up here on the left, I believe. Or is it on the right? It's on the left. All right, right before you go down the hill. And then how do we get out of here? Probably back the way we came would make the most sense. You can wind over to the other side, too. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Isn't that what they say? Auto load for the win. This is kind of a smaller contract. I've had some that took 2 trips. So they vary quite a bit in size. But what I like about these trailers is you can really just crank it around when you're up here on these tight mountain roads. No problem. Just gotta watch your speed. You don't want to lay it over on its side. And I've definitely done that. And AutoDrive has done that a few times. AutoDrive doesn't always remember its settings. So when you have corner speed, default to 100%. Sometimes you'll find your truck laying over on its side. Yeah, use the hill to bleed off our speed because we got to get on the bridge here. Shouldn't be too terrible because we're not completely fully loaded. It's still going to be a little slow. I don't think there's anybody over here, but we'll use our blinker anyway. We get a little bit of speed up because this corner here is brutal. It's a climbing, tight turn. And it is absolutely brutal. The old Mac handles it though. It's got the torque. So I'm going to wind my way back over to the sawmill. And we'll get paid for this job. So I'll see you in a bit. Here we are. So let's get these offloaded and get paid. There we go. Contract finished. And get paid. Excellent. Looks like we got a few trees up on 11. I'll go grab those off camera. Thanks as always for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Now, where's Farmland 11?